Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. Got a video for you guys today about taxes. Why? Because everybody always asks me about taxes all the time. Oh, your investor needs, you got to pay a bunch of tax here and do all this and that. So I'm going to share with you guys about taxes today, especially as an expat, because I'm an American who lives abroad. I've been living abroad for about almost 2 decades now. And so I'm going to share with you guys a little bit of information about that. And I'm actually going to show you my tax return and also show you how much money I paid so you guys can see um, the reality of doing this as an expat who's living abroad. So before we get into it, I just started a free newsletter, and I share some stuff on there, like just some dividends stuff, like dividend tips that I've learned, and also some other things regarding to finances, because I've been doing like budgeting and all this other stuff. And I actually went from broke to very wealthy, and I share some tips and information and stuff that I've learned along the way, and also share some stuff about my life here abroad, living, in China as a nomad, and the stuff that I don't share here on YouTube. And it's totally free if you want it. The link's in the description below. And if you sign up to the newsletter, also you'll get a free dividend tracker to track your dividends. So totally free. Check it out below. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to record the screen on my computer here and share with you guys all this information. And also, before I do, I'll let you know a little bit of information first about how taxes work as an expat. So first of all, if you are an American and you're living overseas like me, if I earn any money in America, that money is taxed. So for example, I have 5 stock portfolios, and the stock portfolios that I have, if I earn income from stock sales or income from dividends, I need to pay tax on those dividends. And also, like, I have other things like YouTube channels. I have 2 YouTube channels I get paid for. That's taxable income. On top of that, I'm also a published author. I have several books for sale, and the money that I earn from those book sales, I also have to pay taxes on that. Actually, I just published another book a couple of days ago, actually. So yeah, I have to pay tax on all this income that I earn from these different things. Now, I am living in China, and I do own a business in China. I do lots of stuff here, and I earn income here in China. The money that I earn here in China in Chinese currency, I do not have to pay tax on that to America if I earn less than 120,000 US dollars. So last year, for example, in 2024, I earned about $100,000, just slightly less. It was like 98,000 or something like that. But I did pay tax on that money here in China. And because I have proof of that, I actually have the income statements and how much money I paid to the Chinese government, all this stuff, I don't have to pay tax on that money in America. So that being said, now that you know that, let's dive in here. I'm going to record the screen and show you guys a couple of things here, including my tax return. 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, here we are in my Charles Schwab account. You can see here, this is my Charles Schwab. Okay, this is set to 2024. So in 2025, I pay taxes for 2024. Another thing I forgot to mention, I just paid this, or just did this last week. Okay, as an expat, you can extend all the way out until October. So if I want, I can wait until October to pay my taxes for 2024. Like October 2025, I pay for 2024. But I decided to go ahead and do it last week. I had some free time, wasn't doing much. I said, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this and get it over with. So I did it, and that's why we're making this video now. So anyway, as you can see, 2024, it says received dividends. I received $40,000 in dividends in this account. And like I said, I have several different portfolios, but I have Roth IRA, 4 different brokerage portfolios, crypto portfolio, have all this other things, stock sales, and I also sold stuff for losses and all kind of other stuff. So anyway, I received 40,000 in income just in this one Charles Schwab portfolio. Okay. Now this isn't even counting my other 5. I'm not going to open them all up because some of them I keep privately. I only shared 3 on this channel, but this is just one, $40,000. Okay. Now, if you look here at the top, this is my tax return thing. I file my taxes with H&R Block every year, and I use Expat tax. This Expat, see over here, Expat Online, H&R Block. They actually have a service specifically for expats, and basically all the stuff is here, all the things that expats need to fill out, and they will actually walk you through it step by step, exactly how to do it as an expat, including filing your F-bars and all that other stuff. So I use this every single year, and you can see right here, here's a quick estimate of my tax calculation. Estimated tax owed right there, $0 US. And you have here, estimated refund, $0 US. So I'm not going to get any money back, but I don't need to pay any money either. And you just saw the income from 2024 right here, $40,000 just from one portfolio. And I don't owe any money, zero. I owe zero money in taxes. Now, and I just already finished. I know it says estimated, but if you look down here, I'll just show you this real quick too. My tax package. I got to be careful what I show you because I can't show you my social security number and all that other stuff. But you can look here. It's been federal tax return. It's been submitted, right? It's already there. They've already received it. So all this is already done, and I owe zero money. And I'll show you some more stuff here just for fun. If you look up here, we have my expat taxes. This is like foreign investments, other income, all this crap. It's all up here. If you look right here, U.S. income and assets. So you can see all the forms I filled out. Okay, I filled out the U.S. tax documents, which is basically like a W-2 from Google and all this other stuff. I have a 1099B. This is from stock sales. And then you have the 1099 DIV or DIV. This is from dividends from stocks. And then you have this miscellaneous and NECs. These are like for tax losses and other things like that. And then you have the 5498, which is like a Roth IRA, I believe. And then you have some other U.S. retirement accounts, things for like pensions and other things like that. So you can see I filled out all these forms. I've submitted them all. And so I've done all this stuff, received all these income, and I paid zero in taxes. Now, that being said, there are ways to get around doing some of the taxes, such as various different types of tax write-offs. And because I do business, and I can write off certain business expenses. For example, YouTube, for example, I can write off lots of things for YouTube, like a home office and internet services, my camera equipment, all those type of things. I can write all those things off. Also, on top of that, I also sell several books. I'm an author. I've published several books. Actually, I just published a book last week, a brand new book last week I just published. But as an author, there's also things that I can write off as a business expense for being an author, such as my computer, right? I use a MacBook, have expensive computer monitor, expensive computer. I can write all these things off as tools for my business, for my writing, publishing books and all this other stuff, because I'm self-published. Also, I can write off my home office towards those expenses. So even for my YouTube channel, I can even write off certain expenses for travel, because I'm like basically have a YouTube channel where I do travel vlogs and stuff like that, and I share stuff about traveling, and I can write off travel expenses on my YouTube channel. So all these things I can count as write-offs to get my tax bill down to almost nothing. Well, in this case, to nothing. I can get it down to zero based on all the things that I've written off on the taxes and the amount of income I received in dividends and all these other things. So, is it possible to invest in super high yield dividends without getting hit with a massive tax bill? Yes, it is. I am proof. You just saw the proof in the pudding, my H&R Block tax return, where I paid $0 in taxes on all the dividend income that I received for the year of 2024. And then lastly, if you are an expat and you want to use this service to file your taxes, I really do highly recommend it. I've been using this service for the past several years, and it's always really great. Everything works smooth, no problems, and it's pretty cheap. And I'll share the link for you guys, and if you do it, then you're going to get $20 off. I think I spent $120 to do it, so you'll get $20 discount if you use my link. And I'll also get a $20 discount next year when I file my taxes. So win-win for both of us. But I'll put the link down below also for that if you guys want it. Don't forget the newsletter down below, free dividend tracker down below. You can grab all that stuff and just check out all the links below if you want to check them out. I put some my books down there and some other stuff if you want to check it out. So anyway, that's it for you guys. That's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next video. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. Take care.